Are your clothes secretly aging you? Are your clothes secretly making you look older than you really are? It's a confronting question, but one every woman over 60 deserves to ask herself. Because while age is a gift, style can either magnify that gift or mute it entirely. Too many women reach their 60s and 70s only to find that the wardrobe choices they once relied on are now betraying them, making them appear tired, heavier, or even invisible. And I know in my heart that is not who you are. Here's the reality. Once we reach a certain age, society often nudges us into the background. We're encouraged to play it safe, to cover up, to blend in. Comfort becomes the excuse, modesty becomes the rule, and before long we start to dress for the age people expect us to be, rather than the vibrant women we still are inside. The problem? Those safe outfits don't just cover your body, they can cover your light. Psychologists call this phenomenon enclothed cognition, the idea that what you wear changes not just how others see you, but how you feel about yourself. Studies show that people wearing structured, elegant clothing consistently report higher levels of confidence and are treated with more respect. Think about that. The cut of your jacket, the color of your blouse, the style of your shoes, they all send signals that shape your interactions before you even open your mouth, which means your closet has more power than you might realize. Let me share a quick story. I once worked with a client, a beautiful woman in her early 60s, who confessed that she felt invisible at work. She had defaulted to oversized sweaters and black slacks because they were easy and age-appropriate. After one session, we swapped her shapeless cardigan for a softly tailored jacket in sapphire blue. The very next day, she told me her colleagues kept asking if she'd changed her hairstyle or gotten a facial. Nothing about her face had changed, the only difference was her clothing. That's the power of intentional style. It doesn't erase your age, it amplifies your presence. So let me ask you, have you ever walked into a room and felt overlooked, even though you had so much to say? Have you ever caught your reflection and thought, this outfit doesn't reflect who I am anymore? If so, you're not alone, and the good news is, you can change that without chasing youth or trends. Because here's the truth. Style after 60 isn't about hiding your age, it's about honoring it. The wrong outfit can add years to your look, but the right one can lift your energy, highlight your natural beauty, and remind the world exactly who you are. And the best part? You don't need to throw out your entire wardrobe. A few smart updates, different silhouettes, fresher prints, richer colors, or modern shoes can make all the difference. In this video, we're going to uncover the 5 outfit mistakes I see women over 60 making most often. I'll explain why these choices might be holding you back, but more importantly, I'll show you what to wear instead so you feel stylish, empowered, and fully yourself again. Along the way, I'll share stories, practical tips, and even a few psychological secrets that prove clothing is never superficial. It is a language of self-respect. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's begin. Because once you see how small changes can make a big impact, you'll never look at your closet the same way again. Mistake 1: oversized and shapeless clothing. One of the most common style traps I see women over 60 fall into is oversized, shapeless clothing. I understand why it happens. As our bodies change, waists soften, shoulders slope, curves shift, it can feel safer to cover up with layers of fabric. Loose sweaters, boxy jackets, long cardigans, they promise comfort, modesty, and the illusion of hiding what we no longer love about our shape. But here's the hidden truth. Shapeless clothing doesn't just hide your figure, it hides you. Psychologists studying body image note that when women wear oversized clothing, they often experience what's called the camouflage effect. It might feel protective, but research shows it can actually lower confidence because the mind starts to associate baggy silhouettes with fragility or retreat. A 2012 study from Northwestern University on enclothed cognition found that structured, fitted garments improved both posture and self-perception compared to loose attire. In other words, when you wear clothing with shape, you literally carry yourself differently. I'll never forget a client named Susan, 64, who came to me with a closet full of oversized tunics. She admitted, "I thought they were hiding my stomach, but when I see photos, I just look heavier." We replaced one of those tunics with a fit-and flare dress in a soft jersey fabric, tailored at the waist but flowing over the hips. The difference was immediate. Her daughters commented that she looked 10 pounds lighter, But more importantly, Susan told me she felt like herself again, visible, feminine, and vibrant. Have you ever noticed how oversized clothes can make you feel smaller than you really are? As though instead of entering a room with presence, you shrink into the fabric. That's not your imagination. Baggy clothing blurs your natural lines, flattens your silhouette, and erases the subtle curves that signal health and vitality. And remember, you don't need to be a size 6 to look great in fitted clothing. What you need are pieces that follow your shape without clinging. Here are some practical swaps that work beautifully for women over 60. Instead of long, boxy tunics, try A-line or fit-in flare dresses that skim the waist. Replace baggy sweaters with tailored knit tops or cardigans with a belt to create definition. Swap wide, shapeless pants for slim, straight, or gently tapered trousers with a flat front and a bit of stretch. Consider cropped jackets that end at the hip to restore balance and lengthen the legs. Even small adjustments matter. Something as simple as tucking in one side of your blouse, adding a belt, or choosing a neckline that frames the face can transform the entire impression of your outfit. These tweaks don't restrict you, they liberate you by putting the focus back where it belongs, on you, not the fabric. Personally, I remember slipping into a belted cardigan after years of wearing slouchy knits. A friend who hadn't seen me in a while said, "You look so energized, did you start a new workout?" I hadn't. The only thing that changed was the shape of my clothing. It reminded me that style is not about size, it's about silhouette. So let me ask you, are you hiding behind oversized pieces that no longer serve you? What would it feel like to step into clothes that highlight your best features instead of concealing them? It's time to say goodbye to drowning in fabric and hello to honoring the beautiful silhouette you have today. And once we reclaim our shape, the next step is equally important, making sure the prints we wear enhance our elegance rather than drag us backward in time. That brings us to the second mistake I see far too often: dated florals and busy, overwhelming patterns. Mistake #2 dated florals and loud prints. Floral prints can be timeless, but not all florals are created equal. For many women over 60, prints become a comfort zone, familiar, cheerful, a way of adding color to the wardrobe. Yet the wrong florals or overly busy patterns can do the opposite of what you intend. Instead of making you look vibrant, they can overwhelm your features, wash out your complexion, and anchor your style firmly in the past. The difference between fresh and feminine versus dated and distracting often comes down to scale, color, and composition. Think of the tiny ditzy florals that resemble wallpaper from your grandmother's dining room, or oversized tropical blooms that cover every inch of fabric, or prints so busy that no one knows where to rest their eyes. These choices don't highlight your natural beauty, they compete with it. In photographs, they can blur the lines of your silhouette, making you appear shorter and less defined. Worse yet, they can feel like a costume from another decade rather than a reflection of the woman you are today. I once had a client named Margaret, 67, who loved wearing floral dresses to church and social events. But she often felt as though people were complimenting the dress rather than her. When we looked at her wardrobe, the patterns were all heavy, multicolored florals with no breathing room in the design. We swapped one of those dresses for a simple cream shift with watercolor blooms only along the neckline and hem. The first time she wore it, she told me, people kept saying how radiant I looked, not how pretty the dress was. That small shift reminded her that prints should frame the woman, not replace her. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and felt lost in your outfit because the print was louder than your own presence? That's the test. If the fabric draws all the attention, the print is wearing you instead of you wearing the print. So what works better? Florals and patterns that have space to breathe. Soft watercolor florals in muted tones allow your face to shine. Monochromatic prints, like navy on white or beige on cream, create interest without overwhelming the eye. Abstract or artistic designs with negative space look modern and sophisticated, perfect for women who want to embrace creativity without chaos. Even tone-on-tone textures, where the pattern is subtle within the same shade, can add depth and elegance. Personally, I learned this lesson the hard way. Years ago, I wore a dress covered in tiny bright florals to a family reunion. My niece looked at me and said, "That looks just like Grandma's curtains." I laughed, but inside I realized she was right. The following season, I tried a navy dress with a minimal ivory floral design clustered only at the waist. At the next reunion, people told me how youthful and polished I looked. The only thing that changed was the print. The goal isn't to avoid patterns altogether, but to choose them with intention. Ask yourself, would this design look chic on a woman in her 40s as well as on me? If the answer is yes, you've likely found a modern print. If it feels like something trapped in a time capsule, it may be time to let it go. So let me ask you, do the patterns in your closet enhance your presence or compete with it? Are they highlighting your elegance or distracting from it? Once you start selecting prints that align with your sophistication, you'll notice how much more visible and vibrant you feel. But prints aren't the only habit holding women back. Many of us lean heavily on another old standby, wearing all black all the time. Black can be chic, but overuse can cast shadows that age the face and drain your natural radiance. And that leads us directly to the third mistake. Mistake #3 all black all the time. Black has long been considered the safe choice. It's slimming, it matches everything, and it feels timeless. For many women over 60, it becomes the default uniform. Black pants, black tops, black jackets. Entire closets are filled with nothing but shades of midnight. And while black is undeniably elegant in certain contexts, wearing it exclusively can actually have the opposite effect of what you intend. Instead of looking chic and ageless, you risk appearing drained, tired, and older than you feel inside. The science behind this is simple. Black absorbs light. On younger skin, this contrast can look dramatic, even striking. But as our complexions soften with age, black has a tendency to pull color away from the face. It accentuates shadows, makes wrinkles more noticeable, and can create a hollowed effect around the eyes. A study on color perception in fashion by the University of Rochester found that darker colors like black are often associated with seriousness and authority, but they also reduce the perception of warmth. That's not what most of us want after 60. We want to project energy, vitality, and approachability. I once worked with Elaine, a 61-year-old executive who wore all black almost every day. She told me it was easy, professional, and helped her feel polished. But she also admitted she was tired of people asking if she felt unwell. Together, we introduced jewel tones into her wardrobe: emerald green blouses, sapphire scarves, a burgundy wrap dress. Within weeks, colleagues began commenting that she looked more energized. Elaine herself said she felt lighter and more approachable, even though nothing about her actual health had changed. Have you ever noticed how you look in photographs when dressed in black from head to toe? Do you see light reflecting on your face, or does it seem to vanish into the background? That's the real test. Black isn't the enemy, but when it dominates your wardrobe, it can mute your natural glow instead of enhancing it. The solution is not to banish black entirely, but to balance it with colors that bring light back to your face. Soft neutrals like ivory, cream, or warm taupe instantly add brightness. Blush pink, lavender, and powder blue bring softness and femininity without being overwhelming. Jewel tones like teal, emerald, and sapphire create contrast and radiance while still feeling sophisticated. Even navy can be a better alternative to black, dark enough to feel classic, but far gentler against mature skin. Personally, I used to rely heavily on black myself. It felt safe and elegant, and I assumed it was slimming me down. But one evening at a dinner party, I wore a deep plum blouse instead of my usual black. A friend leaned over and said, "Your eyes look incredible tonight." Nothing about my eyes had changed, it was the color reflecting their vibrancy. That night convinced me to expand beyond black and start dressing with light. If you love black and can't imagine giving it up, start small. Pair black trousers with a colorful blouse. Add a scarf in emerald or sapphire. Carry a handbag in mustard or burgundy. These pops of color near your face draw attention upward, restoring warmth and vitality without forcing you to abandon your comfort zone. Over time, you may find yourself reaching for black less often because the alternatives simply make you feel more alive. So let me ask you, is black still serving you, or is it dimming your light? What would happen if you experimented with just one vibrant piece this week instead of your usual all-black uniform? Once you start adding color back into your wardrobe, you'll notice how your energy shifts and how others respond differently to you. But clothing is not only about color, it's also about shape and fit. And one of the biggest culprits of an aging look comes from holding on to outdated denim and pants. That brings us to the fourth mistake I see again and again: clinging to old jeans and trousers that no longer flatter the modern woman you are. Mistake #4: outdated denim and pants. Denim is one of the most enduring staples in fashion, but not all denim is timeless. The wrong cut, wash, or fit can instantly age you, no matter how youthful and energetic you feel inside. For many women over 60, jeans and pants become a category where we hold on to old favorites out of habit. Maybe they remind us of younger years, maybe they feel comfortable, or maybe we simply don't know what's current anymore. But outdated styles can add bulk, shorten your frame, and project an image that doesn't reflect the vibrant woman you are today. Think about mom jeans with a bulky fit that bunches around the waist, baggy, shapeless trousers that pool at the ankles, denim that is overly distressed, ripped, or faded, straight-leg pants that are too long and drag on the ground. All of these create silhouettes that either overwhelm your figure or make you appear stuck in another decade. A 2018 consumer survey on denim trends revealed that women over 55 were the most likely group to continue wearing styles that had been out of mainstream fashion for more than 10 years, often because they valued comfort over appearance. While comfort is essential, modern fabrics now allow us to have both. I worked with a client named Janet, age 66, who had been wearing the same pair of pale blue jeans for over 20 years. She admitted they were stretched out and sagging, but she loved how familiar they felt. When we introduced her to a pair of dark wash slim straight jeans with just a touch of stretch, her whole posture changed. She stood taller, looked leaner, and later told me, "I didn't realize how much my old jeans were pulling me down until I saw myself in these." That's the magic of an updated fit. It doesn't change who you are, it simply frames you better. Have you ever noticed how the right pair of pants can make your legs look longer and your waist more defined, even without losing a pound? That's the power of tailoring and proportion. Outdated pants hide your best features, while modern cuts celebrate them. So what should you look for instead? Dark wash denim is universally flattering and instantly polished. Slim, straight, or gently tapered cuts give shape without clinging too tightly. Cropped pants that hit just above the ankle elongate the legs and create a sleek finish. Tailored trousers in neutral shades like navy, gray, or camel elevate even the simplest blouse. And don't underestimate the role of shoes. Pointed flats, low block heels, or stylish sneakers can completely change the way pants fall and how your whole silhouette appears. Personally, I held onto a pair of wide-leg jeans from the 1980s far longer than I should have. They felt nostalgic, like a piece of my younger self. But when I finally tried a pair of high-quality straight-leg jeans in a deep indigo, the difference was undeniable. Friends commented that I looked slimmer and more polished, and I felt a surge of confidence just standing in them. It was proof that sometimes letting go of the past makes room for a stronger present. If you're unsure whether your pants are outdated, take this simple test. Would you see a stylish woman in her 40s wearing them today? If the answer is no, then it might be time to explore alternatives. So let me ask you, what's hanging in your closet right now that no longer reflects the woman you are today? Are your jeans celebrating your shape, or are they dragging you down? Updating your pants is one of the simplest ways to look instantly refreshed and modern. And once you've given your denim a makeover, the next step is to look down at your shoes. Because even the best outfit can be undone by footwear that ages you unnecessarily. That brings us to the fifth mistake I see so often: relying on bulky orthopedic shoes that sacrifice style for comfort. Mistake #5: bulky orthopedic shoes. Shoes can either finish an outfit with elegance or weigh it down completely. For many women over 60, comfort becomes the #1 priority, and understandably so. Foot pain, balance concerns, and joint issues are real challenges. But too often, the solution comes in the form of bulky orthopedic shoes that may support the body but unintentionally age the appearance. Thick soles, wide boxy shapes, and heavy materials can throw off proportions, making legs appear shorter and heavier. Even worse, they send a message you may not intend: fragility instead of vitality. Research in fashion psychology shows that footwear strongly influences how others perceive us. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Research in Personality found that people can judge a person's age, status, and even confidence level just by looking at their shoes. When shoes look overly functional and lack style, they reinforce stereotypes of decline, even if the woman wearing them feels strong and youthful inside. I once worked with Gloria, a 70-year-old retired teacher who wore the same pair of orthopedic sneakers everywhere: church, shopping, even dinners with friends. She confessed, "I hate how clunky they look, but I can't go without support." Together, we explored brands that combine comfort technology with elegant design. Gloria tried a pair of sleek loafers with built-in arch support and cushioned soles. Her reaction was unforgettable. "I feel like myself again," she said, walking confidently across the room. The difference wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Have you ever noticed how changing your shoes can instantly transform your posture? A supportive but slim shoe encourages you to stand taller, move with more grace, and project confidence. Compare that to heavy orthopedic footwear that makes every step feel like effort. The contrast is profound. So what should you look for instead? Focus on shoes with slim but supportive soles. Rounded or almond-shaped toes are flattering without squeezing the foot. Materials like soft leather or suede provide both breathability and sophistication. Adjustable straps or laces keep the fit secure without bulk. Some of the best options for women over 60 include low-block heels that add polish without sacrificing balance, cushioned ballet flats that remain feminine while protecting the arch, sleek loafers that offer stability with elegance, and fashionable sneakers designed with orthopedic features discreetly built in. Personally, I once resisted trading in my favorite slip-on sneakers, convinced that nothing else could support my arches. But after trying a pair of modern walking shoes in a chic design, I realized I had been settling for safe instead of stylish. Friends noticed immediately, saying my whole outfit looked sharper, even though the only thing that changed was my footwear. So let me ask you, do your shoes reflect the vibrant woman you are, or are they unintentionally aging your look? Imagine how much more confident you would feel stepping into footwear that supports your health while also highlighting your elegance. The truth is, style and comfort do not need to be enemies. With today's innovations, you can absolutely have both. Updating your shoes is often the final step that ties everything together, proof that even small changes can completely refresh your presence. And now that we've walked through the 5 outfit mistakes that add years unnecessarily, it's time to look at the exciting part: how simple updates can make you look and feel instantly younger, fresher, and more radiant without chasing trends or abandoning comfort. Let's step into the power of small but meaningful style transformations. Small changes, big impact. One of the biggest myths about refreshing your style after 60 is that you need to throw out your entire closet and start from scratch. That idea alone can feel overwhelming, expensive, and discouraging. The truth is far simpler and much more empowering. You don't need more clothes, you just need clothes that work better for you. Small, intentional updates can create dramatic results. Psychologists studying consumer behavior note that people often wear only about 20% of their wardrobe regularly. The rest hangs untouched because it doesn't fit, it doesn't flatter, or it doesn't feel like you anymore. Instead of chasing more pieces, the smarter approach is to curate a smaller, versatile collection. This is where the idea of a capsule wardrobe comes in, a carefully chosen set of items that mix and match effortlessly. For women over 60, a capsule wardrobe might include a dark wash pair of jeans, a tailored blazer, a flattering wrap dress, a soft neutral blouse, and a few jewel-tone tops. With just these key items, you can build dozens of polished outfits without the stress of nothing to wear. Accessories are another area where small changes go a long way. A statement necklace can bring light to your face in a way no cream ever could. A vibrant scarf can transform a simple black top into something elegant and modern. Even a structured handbag in sapphire blue or deep mustard can signal energy and sophistication. Accessories are not frivolous, they are tools of expression. They allow you to experiment with trends and colors without overhauling your wardrobe. And let's not forget the role of hair and makeup. Updating your hairstyle or softening your makeup palette can have as much impact as new clothing. I once had a client named Ruth, 68, who felt her outfits always looked dated. But when we gave her a fresh layered haircut and shifted her lipstick from deep brown to a softer berry, her entire wardrobe suddenly looked modern. The clothes didn't change, her presence did. Personally, I have found that the most powerful updates are often the simplest. Swapping an old cardigan for a belted version, choosing pearl drop earrings instead of small studs, adding a touch of blush to brighten the face. These tiny tweaks make me feel radiant without requiring a single drastic change. So let me ask you, what small update could you make this week? Could you replace one outdated piece with something tailored? Add a colorful scarf to your daily outfit. Experiment with a new hairstyle or lipstick shade. Remember, style after 60 is not about erasing who you were. It's about aligning your outer expression with the strong, vibrant woman you are today. Sometimes the smallest shift, a better fit, a brighter accessory, a new way of seeing yourself, is all it takes to feel visible, powerful, and alive again. And now that we've uncovered the 5 most common outfit mistakes and the simple updates that can replace them, it's time to pull everything together into one powerful conclusion. Because the true goal isn't just looking younger, it's reclaiming your confidence, your presence, and your joy at any age. Your best style is yet to come. Reaching your 60s, 70s, or beyond is not a season of fading, it is a season of transformation. These years are not about becoming invisible, they are about shining in a new way. We've walked through 5 outfit mistakes that may have been aging you without your realizing it: shapeless clothing, outdated florals, all black uniforms, old denim, and clunky shoes. But more importantly, we've explored the small, smart updates that can bring your style back to life. The lesson is simple. Style is not about erasing the years or pretending to be someone younger. It is about celebrating who you are right now. Clothes are not just fabric. They are a language. They communicate your confidence, your wisdom, and your vibrancy before you even say a word. When you choose pieces that fit well, colors that brighten your face, and shoes that balance comfort with elegance, you tell the world, I am still here and I matter. Here is my personal message to you. You do not need to become someone else to feel magnetic. You already carry beauty, grace, and strength inside you. The right wardrobe simply lets the world see it more clearly. You don't need more clothes, you just need the right clothes. So let me ask you, which of these 5 changes are you most excited to try first? Will you swap a shapeless sweater for a belted jacket, trade tired jeans for a dark wash pair, or finally let go of those shoes that weigh you down? If this video inspired you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share your experiences with style after 60. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you. It truly supports this channel. And be sure to subscribe for more fashion, beauty, and confidence tips designed especially for bold, beautiful women over 60 who know their best style is yet to come. Remember, age does not diminish your light, it deepens it. Step into clothes that honor your journey and let your presence be seen, because you are not fading, you are evolving, and your best chapter is right now.